Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room for Monday, May the 13th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. So can I get a quick sound check, please? All right, well, we are in a mini bloodbath right now, obviously with this China tariff situation still really up in the air. So somebody asked, is there anything good to buy? I mean, who knows? I mean, right now you got to wait for the market to open. The market is, I don't know what it's going to actually open at, but I mean, this is probably the worst open we've seen in a while. I'm looking at the SPY is down, wow, 5.4. So I mean, I have to wait and see. However, let's take a look at what is actually happening on the individual stocks this morning. This one, AMBR, don't get too excited. AMBR is a buyout at 1305. So if you see that one up and thinking, maybe that one. Okay, now I actually shorted Uber. Yeah, shorts were available for me this morning. I shorted Uber right here, 39. I covered most, on average about 38.44. I'm going to look again, maybe to reshort it once the market opens, see how it plays out. Lyft, of course, is still incredibly weak. So both Lyft and Uber, if I spell it right, we'll get the symbol. Lyft and Uber are still, I mean, Lyft is just a disaster. CLRB, here is one that is actually up. CLRB is up on, there you up on FDA fast track designation. So that's why this one is up, CLRB, low float situation. Teva. Now, I don't know if this is old news exactly or just kind of recycled news. Whatever it is, again, allegations that of price fixing. And so this has really knocked this one down today. They claim it's just old news, but anyway, even if it is old news, it's resurfacing in a big way. So Teva. And look at this. I mean, there's no support really for it. Here's one, a little one that is gapped up a little bit, ONTX, on some kind of a licensing agreement they've got. Actually, I thought it was 44 states, but who's counting? Another little one, TTNP, gapping, or well, it was. It had gapped up, but now it's basically almost flat. So I guess we'll forget about that one. Boy, I remember this one. Cannabis stock, INSEE. Looks like they're filing for bankruptcy. I think this has been in the works. INSEE. Okay, that's your opinion, McDowell. You know, you can't say it will go back to 41. All right, please. It may, absolutely, but too many people might read that and go, okay. Another, well, we've got some of the JMIA. JMIA continues its swoon along with Pinterest. All these high flyers from a couple of weeks ago, really giving it up now. MU, a nice gap down here. Again, no support for a while on the weekly chart. A little bit of support on the daily, but again, VOD. Again, look at this gap down here. If it takes this out, 17 out, probably no support for VOD. I'm going to stick an alert right here, in fact. 1702, see if it takes that out. It's a big float, but today it may not matter. YCBD, you see this one, YCBD, it's gap down. This is a financing, 2 million share financing at $6. Only 2 earnings plays right now in the pre-market that are showing up. This another little one, both little. This is probably what we're going to see now for this week, just small ones. SESN, yes, SESN, modest gap up, a lot of volume. Yeah, Bitcoin is definitely, let's see, GBTC. So Bitcoin is definitely had a nice run for a couple of weeks from that, was it about 5,000 up to about 7,600? So definitely a nice run. In fact, let me just check a chart. Yeah, so this is a daily chart. So you can see right here, in fact, April 29th, it was just over 5,000 and it hit 7,600. This is a daily chart of Bitcoin. STMP. Yeah, I mean, STMP, guys, again, this, I know it had a little bit of resurgence on Friday. I'm sticking an alert down here just underneath 39 for STMP stamp. The low was 35. Wow, I mean, the low was 35.25. So it takes out 39. Is that right? Yeah, the low was 35.25 for STMP. Just keep an eye on this one if it takes out 39. Well, what are the analysts doing right now? Let's see how many downgrades they've got for us this morning. And by the way, guys, there is a promo code that's still good until tonight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Is a Mother's Day promo. Just stick that in here right now. Okay, so there it is, Holly Mom, all in caps, 25% off the first month or the entire year of a Trade Ideas subscription. All right, let's see. Yeah, we got a few more downgrades and upgrades, but let's see. MYL is ringing in my ear also, Mylan, MYL, starting to continue its move down. See a couple of upgrades for TMHC and KBH, interesting. A couple upgrades for, here we go. So there are some of the upgrades. Get the downgrades in now. TMHC and KBH. OPTT, guys, is starting to get really active here. Another low floater. Just looking at here, the gap ups right there, OPTT. All right, let me get the downgrades in now. OPTT is making new high, new high, new high. So a few more to go here on the downgrades. Yeah, there's Uber. I don't have any more left, but Uber's just made a new low, pre-market low. All right, there are some of the upgrades and downgrades, and of course, I haven't really talked about. I mean, there's, here are the ones. I mean, look at Apple. Apple, oops. Apple's down big. BABA, of course, China stocks. Probably all China stocks are going to be weak. But look at Apple down 4.2%. Look at all these more expensive stocks that are really, even on a percentage basis, they're losing quite a bit, gapping down quite a bit. On the flip side, look at this. There's only one stock that makes my list here, and that's up over $1. That is that's a buyout. So that just goes to show what sort of market we're in right now. Twitter, Snap, take your pick. JD, watch this one, taking out 27. They say anything under 100 is fine. If you're over 100, then something's going on. You should check your topless windows. How many windows do you have open? How many topless windows do you have open? And how many do you have in your topless windows that have, 500 in the list? Things like that. That can really slow your system down. When I talk about that, right-click, time frame, set record count. And if, 100, I would not have more than 100 in any one. But if you've got a lot of topless windows open, and I know the max is 1,000, if you put 1,000 there, I'm not saying that's what you've done, but if you've done that, though, that's really going to slow your system down. Yeah, and I don't really know, Chris. You might have to, if you're getting way over 100 all the time, and every now and then my system spikes up, but generally speaking, I'm under 100 and it's fine. You might have to start a live chat. Could be your internet connection, of course, yes. Now, make sure if you do a Windows show all, like you say you have 6 windows, okay? If you do a show all, do you just have 6 windows? And 3, you say 3 are charts, but when you do a show all, how many do you actually have? Like a lot of times you don't even know. You just have the 6 even when you do show all. Yeah, okay, there's something going on there. Yeah, if you only have 3 charts and 3 windows open, then you obviously don't have, that can't be slowing you down. Something else has to be slowing you down. I had him do that, Julio. I had him do a show all or a list. I guess you can list, but I did ask him to do a show all. Yeah, so if you're interested in Bitcoin at all, I mean, this is, I don't know why there's not one that's not off the pink shades, but this has plenty of liquidity. But you can just see GBTC is basically run, well, it follows Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin. So it's done exactly the same as that chart I showed you, of course, and it should. Okay, I did not know that, Julio. I just thought that when he said he only had 6 windows, that showing all would absolutely show, but he says he only got 6 windows. I mean, look at, you just have to look here. And there's this, yeah, so some of these Bitcoins, yes, I mean, Bitcoin, Mara is a Bitcoin play. Obviously, Riot is. OPTT is not, but it is. It did have some news this morning, and of course, this with the low float, this can have a very active day. Who could forget this week here when it hit 1640? That's the first week of April. But again, look. There's hardly anything that's up this morning. Look at the all this orange. These are all the ones that have gapped down at least 3%. Aha. So Bed Bath and Beyond (BBBY) has actually gapped up because the CEO has stepped down following investor pressure. So that has caused a little pop with Bed Bath and Beyond this morning. BBBY CEO stepping down. Rio, just click on the subscription link. Okay, just click on the subscription link right tab, and it's right there. There's the link, and there's the promo code HollyMom, all in capital letters. That will disappear tonight. That's 25% off the first month or the entire year of a Trade Idea subscription. That will be valid until 11:59 p.m. Eastern time tonight. All right. Your promo is also good to if you want to upgrade your subscription from, say, a standard to a premium or from a monthly to a yearly. So if you already have a subscription, but you do want to upgrade, you can use that promo code. Oh, we were talking about it, Martin, but I mean, at what point do you, I mean, I know you were like a 5-year committer, but, at what point, I didn't, for me, just tying up the money for months, almost a year is not the way I like to try. I know you do that a lot, but, I'm more for things that move. Now, it'll be interesting to see if it can hold the 6,000 to 7,000 or 6 to 8,000 level. Is there option trading? There are people who trade options. We do have option filters. We don't scan for options in terms of the Greeks, but we have option filters. So we have the put call ratio, the options volume, which is an average over the last 10 days. We have the options volume today, put volume and call volume today. Then this is the key one. This is the options volume today, percent. Julio, I still wish this could be changed. Basically what this, because we shouldn't have the same name. I know one says percent, one says contracts, but anyway, what this does is, let's say something normally trades, 1,000 or 2,000 contracts a day, combination of puts and calls. Today it's trading 4,000. So if you put 200 in the min column, it's going to show you stocks that are trading double the normal option volume, as an example. So it basically can alert you to abnormal option activity. And then, of course, you want to trade the option itself. It's up to you. All right, I am going to get rid of these two windows now and bring in my gappers. You can see, no surprise here, the gap downs outweigh the gap ups. All right, I was talking about JD watching on a 27 break. So it is now breaking down through 27, had earnings on Friday. Yeah, just put it in the swing. I mean, a swing can be a day, it could be a month, it could be a week. I suppose it could be a year. I mean, I just find it very difficult to try to figure out what could be going up in a year. But I know some of you want to do that. That's great. That's fine. This is not shortable for me, INSY. Yeah, less than a minute. Well, let's have a great start to this trading week. I know a lot of you don't want to short. It's been drilled into you that it's too risky. Personally, I think that's nonsense. Granted, if you're going to hold a short, one of these little bios, sure. But intraday shorting is no riskier than intraday longing. So that's my 2 cents on this subject. All right. So 8 seconds, 7 seconds. All right, let's see what's going to happen. There's another one that is gapping down right now, VIPS. Take your pick. So many are gapping down. All right, we are now open. There's the OPTT, guys. Now look, other traders are looking at that week. I guarantee it. There's Stamp, guys. Just took out 39. Now, as you know, I like to wait it out the first 15 just to let things settle down a little bit. Depends what this market. I mean, if it just continues straight down, I'm going to be out of luck. But yeah, well, there's that JBTC surging with Bitcoin. All right, so now I see. So the Dow's down 450, comp 174. Wow. That's a big gap down on the SPY. Wow. I wouldn't even be looking at the trade of the week. I mean, nobody can predict what the market is going to do. So, I mean, remember now, this is an idea. No idea that the market is going to gap down this much. Didn't trigger either, 24.24. So there was no trigger for it. Boy, look at Tiger. Tiger now below $8. We're now at an well, I think we should be at a lifetime low. 807. I don't know why that's not showing. This is an IPO. I wonder why, Julio. I don't know if you see this. Why this is not showing as a lifetime low. Guys, I'm really watching Tiger right here, TIGR, to see how well it holds under 8. I might break my rule just a little bit here. Right now, it's just doing nothing, just sitting at that 788, 792 bid ask. Yeah, Uber. I mean, I took the pre-market short and all. I was happy to get out and then look at that pop, but look at it now. I mean, this is where I was short at 39, got out at 39.44 on average. So yeah, there are Tiger shorts available. Yes. Lots of them, 1.25 million. Look at all these IPOs. Beyond Meat, another one trying to give it up. Nerve, NERV, a big gap down here. Look at that on the weekly. Teva just continues. I know they tried to say this was old news, and they're denying it, as most companies try to, but market is not listening. Well, I'm glad I held off on the Tiger so far anyway. Geez, yeah, initial little bit of euphoria that the board got their wish. CEO resigned. Just a second. All right, guys, just give me 1 second here. I just want to check something, make sure I am correct in something.